What's going on, guys? I'm Mighty back again with the weekly Rust Skins videos, and we do now have the Lunar New Year stuff out, and it is the Year of the Snake, so we do have a new face punch item, that being the snake mask, and some returned face punch items from previous years. So let's just have a quick gander. I also did get the Lunar New Year wallpaper pack from Face Punch 2 Face Punch, and also the wall divider pack, which I don't actually know how to use this. 3 stunning Chinese themed wall dividers. Not sure how to actually use that. We'll have a look. But I've had a look at one of the Lunar New Year wallpapers. But there is 7 wallpaper skins, and it is going for $10. But just a reminder that if you do buy the wallpaper pack and the wall divider pack, they're not going to be... well, the wall divider pack looks like it is going to be marketable, but the wallpaper pack is a limited thing. Although it does say marketable as well. Just be careful with those, because they probably aren't actually going to be marketable, but I will I'll double check that just in case. But the wallpaper pack probably won't be tradable or marketable, and you'll probably only be able to get it off the Rotterdam store. Okay, anyway, so let's have a look at the limited store. This is what the top sellers is looking like, with the top sellers having the Dragon rocket launcher, which is a re-release in at number 1, followed by the Neon Lunar, Serpent Garage Door, and the Snake Mask. So let's have a little gander. I'm going to do this a little bit different today as well, where we're going to be playing the game whilst we go. So we're just going to be going with the flow with this one, and we will start off with the MP5, and I'm just going to go from the limited stores page, top left to bottom right, and then we'll get to the next page. So we have the Celestial Coil MP5 going for $3.85, and this is what it looks like. Overall, quite a nice looking MP5 skin in my opinion. Do a cheeky reload for you. And it's going for $3.85, so similar sort of price. Overall, I actually think it's really nice. I already saw someone using this MP5 skin today as well. Little boy I just met on this server, actually. I think his name was Nix from memory. So shout out to that kid. But yeah, really nice looking MP5 skin. Will it have that much demand? Probably not. So I'd recommend trying to get it off the community market with a buy order if you're going to try and invest in it. I actually do think it is quite a nice MP5 skin, but I do think it's going to be more of a subtle MP5 skin. I don't think it's going to have crazy hype or anything like that. But if a YouTuber does start using it, because I do think that some people are going to enjoy this skin quite a lot. If a YouTuber does start using it, then sure, it might get a little bit of attention, but we already have MP5 skins these days that have pay-to-win iron sight cutouts, and this one clearly doesn't. It has the default iron sight, and it does have like a dark grey front iron sight, so it's pretty hard to see like your sight picture blending in with your front iron sight as well. So front iron sight is a little bit pay to lose in my opinion, when you could be running a red iron sight or something that is quite vibrant against whatever you're going to be ADSing on, but this does seem to blend in pretty easily. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in this one off of the Rotterdam store. Instead, you should try and get it off the community market with a buy order instead. But overall, not a bad looking MP5 skin at all. I actually kind of froth it. Alright, so now we'll move over to the Chinese Lantern. And it doesn't actually tell you, I don't think, unless you click into it on the Rotterdam store, but the Chinese Lantern is actually 2 skins, and it doesn't tell you that because it didn't used to be 2 skins. It doesn't. It just says Chinese paper lantern to celebrate Chinese New Year. Alright. So the Chinese Lantern actually will come as 2 skins. So you'll buy it, you'll think it's just the orange one, but if you type in Chinese, then you can see that you have both Chinese lanterns. So just keep that in mind as well. So you are actually getting 2 skins for the price of 1, which is nice. This server's quite laggy, so I don't know what the geo is there. So we can place that, and then you can turn it on, and it's just going to be a light source used with low grade. Also, I just want to quickly mention, like, the light source isn't as good since Face Punch's new update. But look, it is what it is. So this one is going to be a little bit more orange light source, like the campfires, and then this one's going to be more light white, like ceiling lamps, I suppose, ceiling lights. So these are going for $3.85, and overall I think it's actually quite a good price, especially because these do keep re-releasing, but they're also, so this one, this Chinese Lantern was about $9.50, something like that, last week. So the Chinese Lanterns are actually going up in price each year as well. So what you want to do is try and buy them before the next rotation, and then you can just sell them and then reinvest in them, which is what I've done over the past few years and obviously made money from that. So that is definitely a plus. I'll recommend investing in the Chinese lanterns off of the Rust Item store, because I'm pretty sure they're actually still more expensive on the community market than what they are on the Rust Item store currently. So that is a pretty cool little detail there. Alrighty, moving over to the Chinese Lantern Double Barrel, going for $3.85. This is a really nice looking double barrel in my opinion. It kind of reminds me of Rainbow Six Siege for some reason, I don't know why. But fat looking double barrel skin. One big flaw, however, and that is that it is actually a glowing deployable. So, sorry, a glowing weapon for that matter. But it's not a glowing front ADS. This is a stupid way to get to daytime, nighttime. It is a big old glowing barrel, so very easily visible. If you're trying to grub someone, then this is what they're going to be seeing. So just keep that in mind. At night, it is a pay-to-lose skin. And so I'm not going to recommend investing in it. However, I do think more social players for Rust would be pretty keen on this skin, like they are with the bloody glowing tools and stuff like that. It is only $3.85, so it's standard sort of price for weapons, but as I said, it's pay to lose at the end of the day. You're going to have to be roaming this thing at daytime, door camping at daytime instead of door camping at nighttime. Someone's going to open their door and see just bloody a flashlight basically shining in their eyes. So not going to recommend investing in the Chinese Lantern Double Barrel off of the Rust Item store. However, I would try and recommend getting it off of the community market for a decent bit cheaper with a buy order, just to see if you can get it for cheaper. If you can't, of course, the buy order is not going to go through and you're not going to spend your money, so it's not really going to be that big of a deal. But if you can get it for cheaper, then yeah, try and do that. But you are going to have to do that basically as soon as you buy the skin. So as soon as the skin becomes an option to be a buy order on the community market. So overall, not going to recommend investing in the Chinese Lantern Double Barrel off of the Rust Item store, because it is literally just a walking glow stick. Alrighty, moving over to the Chinese New Year Spear. This is a re-release. We have already had this spear in the game, and it is of course just a skin for the actual spear itself, which is right here. Fun fact, I've never actually used this skin since I bought it like last year or something like that. I haven't even crafted a spear, just because I'm not a little loser and I don't get primlocked. But really nice looking spear skin. Actually such a fat skin, like awesome little unique animation, and it's just really well made in my opinion. It is a face punch unique item, but it is $6.15, and overall I'm not going to recommend investing in it, because you don't have demand for the spear skins, right? You're going to use a spear potentially for 5 seconds, and then you're going to kill someone, and you're going to be AK kit. You're going to be chilling. So it doesn't really matter. You don't need a spear, especially for $6.15. It is a rip-off in my opinion, but it is a very well-made skin, so props to whoever created that one. But definitely not going to recommend investing in that off of the Rust Item store, because it is far too expensive. Alrighty, moving over to the Dragon Door Knocker. Oh, yeah, I could spawn that in. Awesome. This is such a laggy server. I don't know what the go is today. But let's just place this. If I can. I can't. Let's place this over here. I'm sure you've all seen it. It is a re-release door. Alright, so you got your regular sheet metal door. You got your Dragon Door Knocker. All it is you can place it on your door, and then it has a different knock. Pretty cool, but ultimately quite pointless. So it doesn't really have demand. It's going for $3.85 on the community market, and it is a re-release, and it's going to continue to be re-released. It doesn't go up in value, so overall I'm not going to recommend investing in it off the Rust Item store for this week. No Dragon Door Locker. Alrighty, moving over to the Dragon Rocket Launcher. This thing is sick. Going for $8.45. This was above that price the other day, but thanks to Face Punch re-releasing it, it is no longer above that price. So this is a reskin for the Rocket Launcher, but it is a unique Face Punch item, so it obviously looks awesome. This is a unique animation as well. You don't get that with the rocket launcher skin if you didn't already know that. And then it also has a unique sound, which I will shoot and you'll hear now. So yeah, it sounds pretty awesome. I don't know why the rocket just disappeared. I haven't really shot rockets on this server before, but that is what it sounds like. Do a cheeky reload. Rock's probably just sent me something cursed. Alright, and that is the Dragon Rocket Launcher. Overall, I will actually recommend buying this off of the Rust Item store, even if you buy it as a play skin. As long as you sell it before it gets re-released next year, you should be able to make money off of it. If not, you should be able to return as a neutral investment. So I don't think this is going to go below its Rust Item store price, and I do think it will go above the Steam Tax threshold. So overall, I think it should be a pretty safe investment. It's an awesome rocket launcher skin to use, and it looks awesome, it sounds awesome, it feels awesome, it is awesome. Sick job, Face Punch. But stop re-releasing your skins. So overall, I will recommend investing in the Dragon Rocket Launcher off the Rust Item store for this week. Alrighty, what else do we have? We're moving over to the Golden Fang Bandana. This one is going for $1.55, and this is standard store price for bandana skins. Overall, it is okay. There isn't too much to say about it. It's a red and gold bandana skin with a little face on it, just like every other bandana skin these days. It is a cool bandana, but it's not cool enough, in my opinion, to be having any sort of demand and really making you any money. I can't think of anything that would really look cool to be paired with it. Like all of these bloody masks that we have for Chinese New Year don't really seem to match it, slash you can't really see with it. Of course, you can put wolf headdresses on with it, you can put boonies on with it, caps with it, beanies with it, riot helmets with it, but I can't really think of anything that's aesthetically going to match it. Like that covers it. The new snake head looks okay, I suppose. The rat mask covers it, and the tiger mask covers it as well as the dragon mask. So look, overall, I don't think it's incredible. $1.55. I don't think it's really going to be necessarily a risky investment, but I also don't think it's going to go up and really be worth investing in. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Golden Fang Bandana. It's an okay skin, but that is exactly what it is. It's an okay skin. It's forgettable, and I've already forgotten about it. So not going to recommend investing in that. Let's move on. We have the large fireworks pack that I can't spawn in, but with the fireworks, what you do get is you get the blue boomer, champagne boomer, green boomer, orange boomer. You don't get the pattern boomer, I'm pretty sure. You get the red boomer, you get the violet boomer, and that is what you get. You craft the item, you smack it with a torch, and fireworks will happen. You'll figure it out. Overall, they keep getting re-released, and I'm pretty sure they're cheaper on the Rust Item store, so I'm not going to recommend investing in the large fireworks pack off of the Rust Item store. You should be able to get them for cheaper off the community market, the buy order. Alrighty, moving over to the next item, we have the large snake box. This is a large wooden box skin going for $3.85. Does it glow in the dark? I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the screenshots for it, but this is what the skin looks like. Let's have a look at it. Overall, it's red at the front, it's red on the sides, it's pretty boring. It's gold at the top, it looks really nice at the top, but they have missed the mark on the end slash play side skin side, in my opinion. And does it glow in the dark? I'm pretty sure it doesn't, judging by how that looked then. Let's have a quick look. Oh, it does glow in the dark. Oh, there you go. So that's what it looks like at night. If you do want to have like a more Chinese themed, lunar themed skin base, I think actually this could look quite cool, especially at night, like all of the lunar stuff all glowing together. But look, that's going to be a pretty niche audience. I don't think everyone's going to want it. I'll quickly show the top. That's what it looks like at the top. You're never going to see it again because of course it is going to be in a loot room. So overall, for $3.85, do I think it's going to go up? Not really. I don't think it's going to go up. I would recommend trying to get it for cheaper with a buy order off the community market if you are going to try and place a buy order as early as possible. That is how you're going to maximize your potential profits, but overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Snake Large Box off of the Rust Item store for this week. Righty, moving over to the Lunar Jacket Cape. This bad boy is going for $4.60, and it seems like the Rust community is not super keen on cutout cape skins because the cape skins seem to perform quite poorly. Let me get rid of my weapons just so you can have a quick look at how this actually looks at the back. That is how it looks. I don't know what that says. It probably says OMIGHTY is the GOAT, or subscribe to OMIGHTY, one of the two. overall, it's okay, but it is nothing special. I don't think it's going to have any demand. I don't know what the significance is of this writing here, but I'm not going to recommend investing in it. It's currently going for $4.60. There's nicer looking jacket skins on the market, and also it is red, so it is going to stand out quite a decent bit. So overall, you know, I'm going to not recommend it because I don't think it's really going to do anything. Alright, moving over to the, do we want to check out the wallpapers? Maybe we'll check them out at the end. But we will look at the Lunar Snake backpack. This is what this cheeky boy looks like. The front of it is currently not skinned still. The front of it is brown with a little bit of like a bronze on the little ringlets. And then the back is a brown to gold to then maroon. And maroon and gold. Overall, it's actually a really nice backpack skin. I was watching my mate roam with it on his back earlier today, and it looked pretty good. But what is it? $3.05. I'm not going to recommend investing in it because bag skins just aren't really that profitable. I like this. It's 2025, Year of the Snake. That's cool. Yeah, it's quite a nice looking skin, but I don't think it is going to make you money simply because, yeah, you can't craft these bags, and so that's already instantly going to limit how many people are going to buy them. It's the same as the LR, it's the same as the M2. Like, there is just the stuff that you can't craft, they're harder to get, which limits the audience that is actually going to be potentially buying these skins. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Lunar Snake backpack off of the Rustum store this week, but I do think it actually is quite a cool looking skin. Alrighty, moving over to, let's go to the next page. This is so you guys can have a look. Next page is the Lunar Snake bow going down to the bottom right. So let's do that. And I haven't actually skinned the bow for some reason. I must have forgot. But we do have the Lunar Snake bow right here. When it skins, this is going for $3.05. And overall, we've already had a whole bunch of bow skins that just aren't, like, they don't go anywhere. It's the same as the spear. You're not going to have a bow for that long. And if you do, then you're probably going to get a crossbow anyway. So you're going to have bow and crossy, and you're going to mainly be roaming with the crossbow out until you get your first shot off, then pull out the bow, assuming that's how you play the game. But overall, the Lunar Snake bow from the screenshots looks quite nice because clearly I just can't see it in this at the moment. We might do a little cheeky inspect on it in a second. But $3.05, I'm not going to recommend investing in it. If you want to try and get it as a play skin, I'd recommend trying to get it off of the community market because I do think it's going to be cheaper. But as you can see, beautiful red wood, and then also a nice little snake on the wood, and then some snake scales down like the shaft of the bow. I actually think it's a really nice looking bow skin. Actually, froth this. I don't know what it says on it. I'm assuming it says snake maybe, but I don't think it's going to be profitable, unfortunately, just because you're not going to be using a bow for that long. And so overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Lunar Snake bow off of the Rustum store for this week. Sick bow skin though. Few shots. Alright, moving over to the Lunar Snake poncho. Wait for this bad boy to load in, and there we go. We have a gold cutout poncho of a snake. Have a cheeky look at that. It's a pretty cool looking skin, but these days it seems like we're just always getting cutouts for the poncho skin, so it's not overly unique these days. It was cool when like they first brought it out, but it just seems like every single one is a cutout instead of just a skin poncho, which I think is interesting, but it is what it is. Big old head on that snake. It looks okay, but it doesn't look incredible, and it kind of just reminds me of the gold chain poncho skin, which we've already had, and I'm almost positive that it didn't perform well. So overall, this is going for $4.60. This is another one of those skins where you're just not going to be, another one of those items where you're just not going to be using it for a long time. You're not going to have a poncho on for very long, and if you do, then you're going to be going, I don't even know where I was going with that sentence, but $4.60 is what the Lunar Snake poncho is going for. I'm not going to recommend investing in it. I don't think it's going to perform well. And it's an okay skin, but it's not really on an item that is used for a long period of time in Rust. Right, so Next item is the Neon Lunar Serpent Garage Door. And I don't actually really remember how to delete stuff. There we go. You'd think I know how to do this crap by now. Alright, so this is the skin. It looks very similar, in my opinion, to the Chinese dragon garage door skin that just got banned like immediately, and it's now like $1,000 because of copyright issues. But that is the same vibes that it gives me. Overall, I actually think this is such a nice looking garage door skin. I'm not really super into like this style of skin, but I think, yeah, this actually looks so cool. The lighting looks awesome at night. Like, this is a really good garage door skin. I think this skin is definitely going to be profitable. I haven't even said how much it is yet. It's starting at $4.60, so it's above standard store price, even for glowing deployables, which are already above standard store price. But overall, I'm going to recommend investing in this. I think the Neon Lunar Serpent Garage Door is going to perform well. I wouldn't be surprised if quite a lot of them sold. Just quickly checking again what they are at on the top sellers. It is currently number 3, so I'd kind of consider that number 1 for the limited store, because this is a re-release and this is a DLC essentially. So the Lunar Neon box, whatever the hell this is called, the Neon Lunar Serpent Garage Door is performing well for sales wise, and so there's going to have a decent amount on the community market, but I still think that it's going to be successful. I still think you're going to make money off of it, and I still will recommend investing in the Neon Lunar Serpent Garage Door off of the rest of the store for this week, because I do think it's going to perform well. Alright, so next item we have is the M2. So where did I even put the M2? The M2 must be over here chilling in the box still. Somehow I forgot about that cheeky bugger. Alrighty, so the M2 is going for $3.85, standard store price for weapons and tools, and this is a pretty cool looking M2 skin if you are into this kind of style. Check the ADS, okay. But I mean, we have also just had can't craft M2s. 2, 4. Also have had another M2 skin recently. That is red and black, and that is, of course, the Redemption M2. And I just want to quickly point out that they're quite similar. So, overall, I don't think there's going to be a crazy high demand for this M249, simply because we already have a red M249, and I know they're obviously quite a different aesthetic. Very different. But if I were to buy either of them, I think I would definitely be buying the Redemption, personally. So if you're into red skins, then I think that that would probably be the M2 that they'll be going after, rather than this one. Overall, though, the skin's nice, it's okay, but I don't think it's going to have a crazy high demand or anything like that, especially when there's other M249 skins that, in my opinion, are better, and I do think will have a higher demand. But this is what the gun looks like, and this is what its reload looks like. So not too bad. Nice skin, but yeah, I just think the Redemption M2 is better, to be honest. So not going to recommend investing in the Ophidia M249. Also, it doesn't say M249 in its name, which is a red flag in my opinion. You need to have M249. You need to have the item's name in its skin's name. So overall, not going to recommend investing in the Ophidia off of the rest of them store for this week. Alrighty, moving over to the Serpent Temple double door, which is right here. This does also glow, and I think this would actually match quite well with that large box skin that I was just discussing earlier. Wait for that cheeky buggy to load in, but this is going for $5.40, and it is a glowing deployable. Sheet metal double doors usually do perform quite well. This is what it looks like at the day, so it looks pretty much exactly as you would expect, and then at night, I think it is just the yellow parts that glow. And it looks pretty good, but it isn't overly mind-blowing. So overall, that looks quite cool in your base, I think, especially if you had it paired up with those. And then even maybe that, it does look quite cool. But overall, I don't think it's going to have enough demand for it to perform very well initially with its $5.40 price point. So Overall, I do think you could get this Serpent Temple door off of the community market with the buy order for a little bit cheaper. And so if that is what you want to do, if you do want to try and invest in the Serpent Temple double door, I'd recommend getting it off of the buy order with a off of the community market with the buy order instead of buying it off of the Rusted store. So not going to recommend investing it off of the Rusted store for this week because it's $5.40. Alrighty, moving over to the Serpent Bites. The Serpent's Bite SAR going for $3.05 for that matter. It does have a cutout stock, which is not unique these days. It has a cheeky white snake on the body of the SAR. And that's a pretty nice looking mag in my opinion as well. So that is the reload. We get the bottom of the jaw of the snake, and then this is our ADS with 2 red circles on each side of the rear sight. Overall, I think the ADS is okay. It would be nice if there was something happening on the tip of the front iron sight, but you can't have everything, I suppose. And overall, I think it's an okay skin, but it's going for $3.05. It's actually a pretty decent price. I just think we have so many SAR skins these days that it doesn't really compete with a lot of the SAR skins. So you do have to be a little bit careful with the snake bite, in my opinion, or the serpent's bite, in fact. But overall, look, I do think if you place a buy order and you get this for cheaper than what it's going for in the community market, you actually can make money off of this. I think it's quite a nice looking SAR skin. It is pretty flashy, but we do have a lot of SAR skins that have demand at the moment, and a lot of SAR skins that are favorited by certain people. So I think this does have potential, but I do think you should be trying to place a buy order off the community market to maximize your potential profits, and that is what I'll recommend to do with the Serpent's Bite SAR. Overall, nice looking skin though. The more I look at it, the more I like it. Alrighty, the next item is the small fireworks, which I can't spawn in on this server. So we'll just have a quick gander at this firework. Alright, so the small fireworks are going to come with the blue Roman candle, the green Roman candle, the red Roman candle, the red volcano firework, violet Roman candle, violet volcano firework, and the white volcano firework. So they are much smaller. They're like little firecrackers, but they are still cool, but they're definitely not as cool as the large fireworks pack. So if you want to invest in, if you want to buy either, I'd recommend getting the large one over the small one for sure, because it's just cooler. But I still won't recommend investing in the small fireworks pack or the large fireworks pack. Don't invest in either of them, because I just don't think you're going to make money off of them. They are going to keep re-releasing, and they're not really going above their center store price these days, so it's not really worth investing in, unfortunately. Alrighty, moving over to the small snake box, this cheeky little bugger right here. This is going for, let me scroll down and have a look, $2.30, and this is what the skin is looking like. So front and back, this is just a standard released box skin that we get every year. I guess it's probably the same skin creator because they all look exactly the same. But there's the year of the ox, there's the year of the tiger, there'd be a year of the rat, and there'd also be a year of the dragon and bloody whatever else has come out. So overall, I don't know how these are performing. Let me quickly check and see on SCMM if they are actually counted as being in a set. Because they do have different names, so perhaps they might not be. Yeah, they're currently not. Let me check the 42 cheaper storage boxes. So this is how you guys can be looking at them as well. We have the dragon box, which is down 21%. We have the small rabbit box down 18%. Small tiger box up 11%. It's a cooler animal, so it makes sense. Ox box is down 32%. And that's it. I'm surprised we don't have the year of the rat, but okay, anyway. So it does show you that these clearly aren't performing well, and I do think that because of that, I also don't think the small snake box is really going to perform well either. I think it's going to be pretty similar to the tiger box, so maybe up slightly, but overall, not going to recommend investing in it, and I don't really think you're going to be making money off of it for this week, so I'm not going to recommend you wasting your time. Alright, so that is that box. Moving over to the final garage door of the week, we have the Snake Lord garage door going for $5.40, and overall this is a garage door skin with a girl on it, which is how you know you are going to make money. It is pretty edgy. It's got a snake wrapped around the girl's neck and she is holding onto it. This is something that the little virgin Rust players will want to buy, and so overall I will recommend investing in it. It's going for $5.40. It's above standard store price, even for glowing deployables. It is a glowing deployable, but I still think that it will go above the $5.40 that it's currently going for on the Rust item store. That is what its glow is looking like, so the glow is actually fat. Also, props to the skin creator for not missing the garage door roller. Plenty of skin creators will miss the roller. Let's check and see if this actually got missed, because I don't think I checked. This is so annoying to delete these, so let's have a look. Does that glow? Okay, it does glow. So, I actually like this skin more personally, but I don't think that that is anywhere near as good as that. We have a full-on two snakes, rather than just like some pink and bloody, I don't know, blue or something. Like, that looks way better. Props to the skin creator for that, because they've actually done a way better job, in my opinion, with the roller. In fact, that's probably one of the best rollers I've seen on a garage door for a glow, because that's actually really creative and really well done. Overall, the glow looks really good. The design in the day looks really good. I think that this skin is definitely going to be profitable. Even though it is above standard store price, going for $5.40, I still think that you're going to be able to make money off of it. And so overall, I will recommend investing in the Snake Lord garage door off of the Rust item store for this week. Alright, moving over to the Snake Mask, going for $8.45. That's actually cooked, by the way. Let's go to SCMM. Let me see if I can have a look at the wolf headdress skins through here. I'm not sure if this will work because it is like a face punch item. 45 miscellaneous is what it pops up in. If it wants to load, maybe it won't load. Anyway, that's annoying, but we could individually have a look at them. Overall, I don't think either way that these are performing well. You guys can check these out for yourself. One's called the Dragon Mask, one's called the Ox Mask, one's called the Rat Mask, one's called the Tiger Mask, and there is a Rabbit as well, which I do own. But I obviously don't have favorited. Is there a Rabbit? I thought there was. Anyway, these are the skins. Check what they're going for, because I can almost guarantee they're not going for $8.45. Maybe the Rat Mask, because the Rat Mask is best skin in the game. That's a fact. But look, overall, the Snake Mask is going for $8.45. It is a wolf headdress, if you guys weren't aware of that. However, you can't just reskin your wolf headdress. You have to own the item, and it is a separate craft from the wolf headdress. Rather than, for example, I want to have a blackout burlap shirt, I click burlap, and then I swap over to the blackout one. Like that, for example. Like, you can't do that with the wolf headdress. It is just its own unique item, so you do have to craft it individually. So overall, with the Snake Mask, it's going for $8.45. It's a cool skin. You can pair bandanas with it, but for $8.45, I don't really think it's going to be an item that you can be profiting in if you invest in it off of the Rust item store. And so if you do want to pick this bad boy up, then I would recommend getting it off of the community market with the buy order, because that is how you're going to make your money. Also, I just want to quickly note as well, if you get knocked with these items, then it blocks your screen. So I don't know if Face Punch has fixed that, but also it's likely going to happen with the Snake Mask as well. Not 100% sure, because they can't be knocked on the server. And I haven't really used the skin today that much. At least I didn't get knocked and I didn't use it then. So overall, just be wary of that. Probably just double check that first. But with the Snake Mask, if you want to try and invest in it, get it off the community market, the buy order, because you're not going to be able to make money with it if you just buy it off of the Rust item store. So not going to recommend investing in that off of the Rust item store for this week. But it is overall actually quite a cool skin. Alrighty, so that is actually it. We have the wall divider packs now, and they are right here. Do you have to craft these? Actually don't know. I don't know how to get these. Divide. Okay. So you have to craft the wall dividers. Okay. There are 100 wood, Lunar Neon themed decorative wall divider with geometric inlay. Okay. I don't actually know how these work because I haven't placed any of them down. So let me put this down real quick. Delete. Chuck. So if you buy this, by the way, it's $6.15. If you buy it, then you actually get 3 items. And these are the 3 items. Right? And the final one. Such a bloody slow server. Okay, so this is what they are. So, can you shoot through them? Oh, you can shoot through them. You can shoot through them. Okay, that's interesting. So you can shoot through them. I think they're literally just like a decorative thing for role players. Can you put like a door in them or anything? I don't know what you can do with these at all. Looks like you can't put any door in that. You can't put any door in that. Like that looks door sized, but then of course it does have the arch there. $6.15 is what these are going for. These are just role player things. I don't think you're going to be able to do anything with these. Just keep an eye out on YouTube because someone might find some sort of wall divider exploit. But I don't think they really do anything crazy. Overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in these. If you want to pick them up, like just as some little cool decorative thing, do it. But yeah, I don't really see any benefit in having them. Alright, they're actually weak as too. Can I destroy this with the MP5? Righto, so they're like a few mags of MP5 HP. They're pretty weak, but you can shoot through them. Shoot through them. You actually can, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm not going to recommend investing in these. I don't see the use in them. I don't know what you could do with them where it would be like pay to win to have them. Also, if you destroy them, then they have this little thing here too, so it does have like a counter raid kind of thing. So you can't like place a wall there or you can't place a door there or anything like that. Not going to recommend investing in these at all. I don't think they're going to be beneficial if you use them in your base, unless someone finds an exploit. So yeah, definitely not going to recommend investing in the wall divider pack off of the Rust store. Also, I'm not even 100% sure if you can sell them because it says tradable, marketable here, but I don't know. It just seems like something that you shouldn't be able to buy and sell, but perhaps that is going to be something that you can buy and sell. Like the Chinese lantern, I suppose. So overall, I don't see any benefit in that. That is it for this week, I'm pretty sure. We also have the wallpapers. That is it for the limited store. If you guys want to check out the wallpapers, then I will continue. But I don't know if the wallpapers are going to be something that you're going to be able to sell. So just keep that in mind as well. But I'll show you what the wallpapers look like real quick, because they actually are pretty cool. I chucked them in our base today. I'll just craft it. I'll just do 3 for now. I actually don't know which ones are the new ones because I don't use the wallpapers. I mean, because I don't play the game for that matter, but let's have a look. So I used the bamboo one today. I don't actually know which ones are the lunar ones. These are obviously lunar because they have lunar in their name. I think there's like 8 or 6 or something. They're all not new, they're not lunar, I don't think. That might be lunar. I'm going to assume that these two here are lunar. Cherry blossoms would be lunar. And that might be it. Is that red? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me check what this says. 7. Okay, so the Lunar New Year wallpaper pack is going for $9.95. Tradable, marketable apparently, so I don't know if you're going to be able to sell these on the community market, but according to the tags you can. I don't know if that is 100% accurate, so be careful with that. I would also probably just wait and get confirmation. But let's just give you a quick look at what these look like. Wallpapers cost 10 cloth to craft, and you get 2, I think. So this is what the... I can't check what the names of them are anymore, so you're just going to figure it out yourself. This is the bamboo one. That's what that looks like. I had that in the base today. It actually looked pretty cool. Then we have the Cherry Blossoms one, I think this was. Oh yeah, that looks fat. I haven't seen this yet. That looks mad. Cool. I know a lot of people, like Joey, would like that. I think that that's pretty cool. These are called like A, B, and C, so they're probably supposed to go in a certain order, and I'm probably ruining it. But sometimes these things happen. That's what that looks like. That's what I filled the base with today. It actually looks pretty cool. It looked cool in the base. It was quite dark, whereas this, of course, is quite light. But it actually looks pretty mad. I wish it was a little bit clearer to see, but that could even just be my settings or something like that. But that is what that wallpaper there looks like. Overall, not too bad. And you can, of course, pick them up. Do they add any additional health to the wall? I don't know if that actually blocks any damage. Be interesting to see if they block rockets or something like that. Because if they did, then they'd probably get patched, but it'll be pretty fat to use for a while. This is one of them as well, apparently. So that's pretty harsh on the eyes, but yeah, that's what it looks like. And then the final one, which I think this one was, I don't know what it was called. Chinese lanterns or something. And that's what that looks like, so that's pretty cool. Not bad, not bad. Anyway, that is what the Rusted store is looking like. Give you guys a little cheeky wave, and then we will get our Rust. So going for $9.95 overall, I think it's pretty expensive for what it is, to be honest. Like, that should be something that's like $4, something like that in my opinion, because, I mean, it doesn't really make any change to your game in Rust. So that is what the top sellers is looking like. That's what the Rusted store is looking like. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think of like this format. Of course, it does make the video a little bit longer, but I'm also doing a little bit of extra looking around and stuff like that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one.